quick mentions territory in the news segments. I got for you, man, some Lego news. We got lots of sets coming out, but this one caught my eye. This one, the Lego Icons Transformers. No, there's all those Transformers fans out there. Soundwave. He's officially announced. Now, before I get too far, I know nothing about Transformers. You probably know more than me because you've seen the movies. Soundwave, is he in the movies? Do you know this guy?
Yeah, he makes an appearance. This is pathetic. I thought you at least had some base knowledge on Transformers because my knowledge isn't all that great either. I mean, I've seen the cartoon show, and I did enjoy the Michael Bay films. I can confirm that he was in those films.
Well, you're our resident expert, so we'll just leave it at that. Well, this guy's coming in at $190. Ain't cheap. He does look very nice. If you're a Transformers fan, this is the third in the wave. So they've done Optimus Prime, they did Bumblebee, and this is the third. He's a bad guy? Is he a bad guy?
Decepticon strict.
He's a Decepticon, which would be the bad guys, right? He's the bad guys?
Yes.
Here's his gimmick. Well, first of all, he folds down, he transforms into a little cassette tape, which I imagine is like his gimmick from the show and everything, which is cool. He actually comes with a little cassette tape that we put in, and he has a sound brick. That's right, dude, a sound brick. So he has little like catchphrases that he'll say. You can like press the sound brick, and he'll actually say the things, which is the first time. I don't know if it's the first time ever that Lego's done this, but it's the first time I've really seen them doing something like that with a sound brick, and I think it's pretty brilliant. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. He says like 20 or 10 to 20 different things from the video that I watched. So maybe that's why they went with Soundwave. They're like, all right, well, we're going to do the sound brick idea, and why not just throw it into Soundwave? So what do you think of that, man? The sound brick.
Well, there you go. That makes a whole lot of sense why they leapt to this character. But yeah, I think that's really cool. It's a cool dated transformation. He obviously didn't transform into a cassette tape in the movie. I think that's really cool that they got electronics in Lego again, man. I feel like, I mean, you could tell me if they have or have not, but I feel like that's like kind of dated. Isn't that kind of like 90s, like early 90s, like them putting batteries inside Legos?
That could be when it started, like around the late 80s, early 90s when we were kids. But with like the trains and everything, they've always had this concept of like robotics or trains moving, and they have like mine storms, and they've had I'm totally blanking on the name, but there's like a specific it's like functions or something like that they have all these like different modules that you can put into your Lego sets to like make them move and everything. I'm like totally blank on the name of them. Somebody was screaming it at the podcast, but I just never remember these like sound bricks or anything like that. I mean, there's like little things like Duplos have made sound before, like those trains, but nothing like this where you just like press the button and you just get catchphrases. Even to the point where like they released the piano. Do you remember that one like a couple years ago? The like little player piano?
Yeah, I remember that. I think we talked about that in the past.
Yeah, and you'd had to like put your phone inside of it to like, and then play a track to like have it make noise. So I know that this is a fairly new concept because I was like ripe for like a sound brick like that. So I didn't do the work of like actually reading through and seeing if it's like, is this the actual first time they're doing something like this? But from my knowledge, this is the first time. So it's novel. It's pretty cool. If you're a Transformers fan, I'd be pretty happy. Like from what I can tell, these are pretty well-liked sets, and they fold. Like it's everything that I feel like you would want. The price points are pretty high, around $200 to get one, but they're spaced out nicely. It's like they release one every other year or something like that. So it seems like a pretty decent line.
The only thing that would make this cooler and aesthetically tie into it would be that if it was powered by a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tight.
Which I'm sure it's not.
I think it's one of those many circle boys that have like, all the letters and jumbled, and you're like, oh, is it this one? Is it this size circle? And it's never that size circle.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and you got to take your dead battery to Lowe's or Home Depot and size it up because you don't want to mess it up.
I've done that too many times. Well, that was a quick one. Just want to put it on the cast. Some new stuff coming out of Lego. Caught my eye.